Hola, people. Hello and welcome. So, this is going to be our week ahead reading. It is a part of my official Deviant tier on Patreon. It is made public today in honor of my friend Elisa of Elisa Soul Kisses, who is having a sale right now, is having her sale. Um, yeah, in the group in the description. Oh my gosh, y'all! In the link in the description, check out that link and go to her sale if you haven't already. If you haven't already, so happy! We're recording on Sunday. It's Sunday, right? Yeah, it's Sunday. So happy Sunday. And this is a week ahead. It's a collective reading. We'll get into it and we'll have fun. We'll have fun, right? I think so. Well, hello, Natalie. Hello, Diane. Thank you. Thank you. I can't show you because the person, I'll show you. I'm in the process of making another. And it's a hot mess. Like, look. Ugh. So yeah, we're gonna do a week ahead. Super fun. And I'm gonna work with my Metamorphosis Oracle as well as the Rider Waite-Smith tarot. So we'll combine my Oracle and then tarot as well to have fun, to enjoy, to get the most out of our experience. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday, or for some people it might be Monday, wherever you're tuning in from. I hope that you're enjoying making the most of your day. Yeah. So let's see. And just remember that a collective reading, it's just collective archetypal energies that are and each and every one of us will interact with those energies differently. And so it just allows us to have a better grasp as to what is going on, like in a collective sense, and then how we connect with it individually, we can utilize that on a personal level. So, when you're ready, y'all, when you're ready, go ahead and ground and center. Focus on your breathing, focus on your heartbeat. Just tune in with yourself. Allow yourself the time right now to just check in. This is our moment, this is our time, so check in with yourself. Just be in this moment and say, you know what, I'm ready to see what the week ahead is. I'm ready to work with these energies. And when you're ready, go ahead and call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors. Call in all the good stuff for your highest and best. Whatever you work with as a divine source, reach out, call that energy in, and allow it to be present with you, and allow it to help inspire and impress upon you, and allow it to help you co-create this experience that we're about to embark on. Well, hello, Mona. Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to message you, Mona, for like weeks just to check in. I've been so hectic over here. So yeah, I'm not doing, this is a collective week ahead reading. I'm not doing personal readings. I do personal readings. You can message me on my page, The Deviant Witch, if you'd like to book a session with me. Yeah, when you're ready, you can choose a number or two numbers, 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just the first one or two numbers that pop into your head. And this helps you really take a collective and just make it a little more personal. It helps you to individualize it a little bit more. So 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, hello, Facebook user. It just says Facebook user. Hello, Raven. So 1 and 3. Awesome. And y'all, this is our time together. So have fun, enjoy, express what you need to express. Write down what you'd like to write down. If you don't want to communicate, that's fine too. But we're just chill. We're just gonna have fun, enjoy. And I love shuffling. So 1 to 5. Let's see. All right. And we have, 1. All right. And a 2. Oh, interesting. And let us see. And oh, wow. That's weird. 3. And a 4. One more, y'all. One more. Oh, hilarious. And we'll choose some writer. Well, hello, Nettie. Good to see you. So yeah, 1 through 5. You can choose one or two numbers. The first numbers that pop into your head, and just remember, all cards are part of our reading. The cards that you choose this week, just place emphasis on that energy. So all the cards will be factored in. It's just the card that you choose might be a little more emphasis, a little more dominant in energy for you this week. So, yeah. Okie dokie. So, let us see. Ready? Card 1. Well, good morning, Ellen. Card 1 is feminine. Okay. Card 1 is feminine, intuition, reflection, sensuality, motherly, moon. And so feminine energy. And I think that's a really important thing to start off this week, to just start like meditating with and contemplating. What does feminine represent to you? Again, share your thoughts if you'd like to, or just write it down. What does feminine represent to you? What do you think of when feminine pops up into your head? What thoughts, what sounds, what feelings come up? And so I think that, this week it's going to require us to, yes, get in touch with that sort of feminine aspect of each and every one of us, get in touch with the sacred feminine, the goddess, or whatever, but the sacred feminine, get in touch with our emotions. What are we feeling? The stronger sex. That's funny. I love it. That's hilarious. I love the curls. So, feminine, what does it represent to you? And I do feel like, okay, this week starting out, we do need to get in touch with, how we feel about certain subjects in our lives. Like, what are we going through on an emotional level? What are we processing right now that we actually need to bring in emotion? We need to bring in our feelings, and we need to bring in a way to pay attention to how it affects our body. And, again, what we need to nurture, what we need to take care of, what we need to give life in our life, in our situation, right? And so with the feminine, we understand that. And I think that we also need to pay attention to our intuitive hits, right? Our intuition, our gut instincts, that energy that is like, you know what, maybe we should pay attention to this situation. Maybe we need to pay attention to this individual over here. Maybe we need to start, preparing for that thing. So there's a lot of sort of like psychic, intuitive energy as well that's popping up, and I need to take time. We need to take time to assess. We need to take time to assess the situation and to bring that sort of like sensual, like caring, loving energy back into the fold. And so, yes, feminine means nurturing, sensuality, and intuition. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely connected with those things. And so, the feminine energy that initiates the week ahead, we recognize that we need to be more mindful of how we feel. And maybe we need to be more mindful of how others feel. Maybe we need to be more mindful of how we can be of service, how we can, maybe where we can care in our lives, or where we need that in response as well. So again, it just depends on how it manifests for you, but it very well could be those things. And then we have motherly and moon, and so maybe for some this would be a time where like mother stuff comes up, like my association with motherhood, my connection to my own mother, or what mother means to me. These things are coming up right now, so we can deal with. It feels like post Ice Age world in general, in person, online, everywhere. To the feminine. So reflection time. Let's just get a little more information, which is fun, because the second card 2, is the moon. The moon. Hilarious, because it connects really well. The moon connects really well with feminine, right? And so with the moon, we have like emotions and we have masks. The moon, like masks that we wear, the mask in which we perform, right? So sort of like that hidden, mysterious potency that we utilize to enact things in our world, right? And so the moon, emotions, mask, hidden stuff, nurturing as well, fluid and mystery. Fluid and mystery. So what does a moon represent to you? How does that make you feel? Okay. So, yeah. Feminine and the moon. So let's see. I'm assuming this is Elisa. I'm not sure. Pretty much we are. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is Elisa. Pretty much we all were frozen into this male energy world so long, and now it feels a warmth that wasn't around it for several years. Yeah, I think that it's so important for us to understand that masculine, feminine, other, all energies are a part of each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. And so we need to. Reflective, yes. Well, hello, Mitchie. Welcome. I just love seeing your picture. It's so cute. Welcome, welcome. But it's really a good time for us to delve again, reflective. So delve deep within to who we are. Delve deep into the emotions that we are not allowing to be unearthed right now. So that's something too that comes up where, okay, we need to nurture ourselves, but it's not a surface level nurturing. It's more of this like deep rooted, like guttural stuff where we have to look within and look at that harshness, look at those things that we bury deep. Like, what do we actually really feel, and what have we been suppressing for so long, and allow that stuff to sort of like come up to the surface so we can say, look, I see you, I recognize you, and I'm going to work with you. You've been hidden for so long, but no longer. I'm going to work with these aspects so I can become more of who I am, so I can bring this integration into my life and bring healing into my situation. And so, with feminine and the moon, we know that this is a time of emotion. This is a time of feeling. And so it's important for us right now to start paying attention to those feels, to start paying attention to, how we respond in any given situation from a heart space, from an emotional space, and to learn how to utilize the beauty of wearing masks. And we don't have to wear masks to cover things up in the or to run away from things, but we get to wear masks to help us to heal, to help us to perform in different ways in our lives. Like sometimes, again, and again, I'm not a mother, so I can't really comment, but or resonate with that. But I would assume, as moms, so many, obviously, as moms, if you're a mother or whatever, you've had sex to create, or you've been inseminated, right? Artificially, whatever, but there's still that act. So, a lot of people, when you get to motherhood, it's like, oh, you're no longer sexual. You're no longer this other, right? And that's not true. You are all of these things. You are beautiful. You are sensual. You are sexual. You're able to, yes, you can still go have sex all you want with whoever you want, right? It's your right. So you're all of these things. And hopefully I'm making slight sense. But, it's important that you understand those bits and pieces of yourself. So sometimes I need to step out of that mother energy, that mother mask, and step into the more like sexual or sensual mask that you have. That's a part of you. It's a part of you. You deserve that, and that's for all of us. Like sometimes we have to step away from certain masks that we're wearing and put on other masks so we can bring healing and bring a new type of energy into our life that we can utilize to create with. Does that make sense? So let me see. Emotions, unknown paths, shadow work, diving deep into self-awareness. I like that. Yes, recognizing yourself. Well, hello, Sarah. Welcome. And so the first two cards, we have feminine and the moon. And so it's more of this Now, y'all, I can't, like, I keep saying integration, but I don't know if you've watched The Exorcist, the TV series. And now when I say integration, I always associate it with The Exorcist. So it's just a weird connection. So it makes me feel weird when I say it, but it really is about this integrating all of these aspects of who we are. Like, we're not separate, we're connected, and it is important that we understand that. Well, hello, Jennifer, welcome. And we allow ourselves to be and perform and experience. So let's just move on. We can spend so much time here. But card 3, which is the core of the reading, and I love this. Card 3 is, can't really see there. You can kind of see. Super cute. The heart chakra, anahata, the heart chakra. And so the heart chakra, what does that say to you? What do you think of when you think of the heart chakra? And yes, chakra. It's not chakra, it's with the chakra. Love and relationships, compassion, touch. See, there's a little pattern here going on. We do have love, we do have touch, we do have nurturing and sensuality. So there's some things going on here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm noticing. So the heart chakra is our core of the reading, which is love and relationships, compassion, touch, joy, and connection. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you? Emotions. Yes, this is a very emotional experience right now. Yes. So heart chakra. I think that this week it is going to be important for us to really root ourselves in our heart space. Am I coming from a place of love? Am I coming from a place of compassion? Am I coming from a place of this connection that I want, right? Am I coming from a heart-centered place? Because if I'm not, I'm going to work at just not responding or disconnecting, or wait till I get into this space where I can speak and express from my heart. The heart as well is, let me place more emphasis right now on community, on connection, on relationships, on the people that I care about. It is important for us to build this, whatever it means in our lives, right? It is important for us to build connection, to build relationship, to build this sort of like love, and to reach out when we can. And I think I think with the heart chakra is it's definitely, especially with the moon and feminine energy, it's like, oh wow, this energy of love, this energy of connection and emotion. You see that right there. See, we get performance here. This energy is stirring and brewing, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's going to be challenging for some of us, especially when we're not connected to the sacred feminine within us, right? And so I think that this is a week where we have to be gentle with ourselves and take care of ourselves as we go through the challenging bits, as we process things, and remember that we can feel, we have emotions, and we are allowed those emotions. And let's express how we care in our relationships. Let's express how we appreciate and what we are grateful of and for. And I think as well, it's important with consent, to also be able to express with physical touch. So with consent, expressing your love, expressing how you feel with, a hug, right? A hug of appreciation, or just like a tap on the back. All of it. And yes, they do say consent, because not everyone wants to be hugged. They don't. And not everyone is ready for that. So I think with the heart chakra coming up for this week, it's really important for us to come from a heart-centered place. Definitely. Yeah, it really is. I like that. Self-love, forgiveness, coming from a place of connection to ourselves and those around us. Yeah, and I think that that's another thing to be very aware of, because in life, it's like, okay, what do I want to create with? What do I want to give? What do I want to receive? And a lot of us, we figure this out. We figure this life stuff out as we go. And so we don't want to feel angry. We don't want to feel terrible. We don't want to argue. But it's also necessary for those things to come up, right? But we also realize, like, look, I just want to come from a place of love, and I want to do what's well for me. And so when we are able to sort of like disconnect and think about it, what in this situation, how can I best be nurturing to myself and to the situation? In this situation, how can I best honor the emotions of mine, of my own, and of whatever's going on around, right? So before I lash out, before I get angry, before I do anything that might make me feel blah, let me check in with myself. I might still get angry, like hoops might still go down, and I might still go for the throat, but at least I'm training myself to pay attention. Like, okay, this is a situation, this is an experience, and so let me check in with the heart, and what can I do, and let me attempt it. And I don't always get there, right? So get in touch with who you are, direct the emotion guided by the love in your heart to genuinely attract what you truly deserve. I love that. Out of life and love. Yes, I love that. I love it. I love it so much, so much. That's so good. And it makes so much sense too, especially the fourth card is the Deviant. The Deviant, Forsaken. Forsaken, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Strange magic. Challenge the flow. Never late, Loretta, always on time. It's my motto. So the Deviant, Forsaken, strange magic, challenge the flow, a voice for those who cannot speak. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? The Deviant. That's me. That's us. Ooh, I like that. Undisclosed desires. Ooh, maybe for some people, absolutely. And I think that that happens a lot. It's like, oh, I really desire something, and if we go in a sexual sense, in a sensual sense, like I really have these desires, but I'm seen a certain way, so I can't express those desires, so I bury them down. That fits absolutely well here, and so I bury them, but I really want connection. I really want that physical connection, that experience. I really want that, and so. Gina, that's hilarious. And so I want that, but I don't know. But I think that now this week, it's like, okay, these things in relationships are unearthing. Like, okay, what do we need to do together? How do we connect? How do we share? And we do need to be open to communicating those desires. We do need to say, you know what? I need this from you. I need this from you. How do we achieve this? Does that make sense? And so that totally is appropriate. So the Deviant and Forsaken, it's like, okay, a voice for those who cannot speak, strange magic, challenge the flow. And we know it's time for us to maybe spice things up. It's time for us to do things differently. It's time for us to speak up. We have a voice, and so it is important and vital to us this week that we utilize it. And so it matters not what other people think or perceive, or what other people project on us. It does not matter. And what matters most is what we feel and how we want to be and how we want to feel. We can no longer place ourselves to the wayside, as they say, and we need to actively live our life, actively plug in, actively choose the things that we desire. And so with the Deviants, like, look, I'm not going to allow you to define my life for me. I'm not going to allow your beliefs, your programming, your ignorance to tell me how I should behave, who I should see, what I should experience. No. We are not going there. We are going to remember, like, look, this is my life. This is my life. This is my experience. And these are my feelings, and I am valid for my feelings, and I'm valid for my desires. And it doesn't matter how you look at me. It doesn't matter. What matters most is when I look in the mirror, I am comfortable, and I become comfortable with what I see, with who I am, and how I love. And so the Deviant is like, look, it's time. It's time to choose you. It's time to choose yourself. It's time to choose the life in which you want to be a part of, and no longer allow other people to dictate how you should behave and what you should think, and when you should voice yourself. There is a time and place. No. You're not going to tell me to quiet down. It's not going to happen. We have a voice. It's time. It's time to use it. Not being thrown into the norm of society, being in tune with our individuality and what serves us best. And the thing, a lot of this, it's very sacred feminine. It's very beautiful and soft, but warlike as well. And there's a lot of little intricate things about this reading so far that it's going to take some time for us to unearth. And I feel there's little hidden gems within us that are being unearthed right now. And it's important that we get in touch with those emotions. It's important that we don't deny them anymore and we allow them their space, whether we act on them or not. Again, if you're like emotional, like, oh, hey, you need to go, go on the prowl and have some fun, whatever it is, if you don't want to do that, but it's important that you allow that up. Does that make sense? Like, you might not take action, you might not act on those desires, but it's so important that you allow them to come up and you allow them to have space in your life and in your thought process right now, because they're coming up for a reason. And so allow them that energy, allow them that acknowledgement. Okay. Well, hello. That is the biggest thing to achieving desires: emotional connect or heart connection, communicate. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So I like that. I like that so far. And you'll see, I really like this because card 5, let's get some more information. Card 5 is Aquarius. This is perfect. It just gives me the chills. Aquarius, because so far, like, our reading this week has been very watery, very emotional, very feminine, right? And then we end with Aquarius, which is air, but the water, the water bearer, right? And so that's so appropriate. All of this emotions, what do we do with it? We're going to use it. We're going to utilize these emotions. We're going to connect from an Aquarius standpoint. An Aquarius standpoint, which is the revolutionary, humanitarian. People associate eccentric nature with Aquarius, futuristic, again, deviant, bohemian, and disorganized. Some people say disorganized, but whatever. There's a method to their madness, or a madness to their method. Who knows? So Aquarius, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? And I think at the end of this, for this week, it's so important for us to go through all of the feelings, go through all of the sort of like stuff that's coming up from an emotional space, that moon vibe space, but also think about it, Aquarian energy, think about it, plan, utilize air energy, right, to process the emotion. So I can get caught up in my emotion and allow it its space and flow with it, but I also need to think about how I can work with this and use my mind to help me process the emotion. So don't get just stuck in the heart space, but also process it from a head space. Allow my mental faculties to inspire the things that are going on, right? Flowing from a high point. What's prettier and more majestic than a waterfall? Exactly. That's cute. I love that. Thank you. And so for the week ahead, what do you think's coming up? What do you think is being expressed? We have the feminine, we have the moon, we have heart chakra, the deviant, and Aquarius. And so the week from February 20th to the 26th, I do feel this week we are going to be paying more attention to matters of the heart, connection, relationships. Again, relationships isn't just like, oh, the person that I'm going to marry or dating or whatever. It's like friendships, work relationships, all of it. Pay attention to relationships in our lives, relationships with plant spirits, relationships with your deities, right? All kinds of relationships. It's time to start building that connection, as well as honoring those deep-rooted emotions and desires that are no longer, being held back. They're no longer buried. So they're coming up to the surface for us to deal with, for us to work through. So pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to those emotions, pay attention to what you need right now and what maybe the people around you need. But first and foremost, what do you need? What do you need out of your life right now? What do you need to feel cared for? What do you need to feel nurtured, right? And what do you need to feel loved, to feel connected? And what can you do to focus on bringing that into your life, as well as what brings you joy, what brings you happiness? Start thinking about those things. Feel them. Feel the love, feel the connection, and then think about them, and then think about ideas you could utilize to make them happen. And it's time to start doing something different, because obviously what we're doing right now is not necessarily working to the scale that it can. And so with the Deviant, we know that, hey, we have to speak up. We have to speak up, and we also have to veer off course. We have to create a new pathway. We can take things that we love with us, but it's time for us to create a new pathway, to do something different, so we're more in alignment with our voice, our body, our energy, and what we know we desire. We're no longer who we were. We are currently in a space where we are defining who we currently are. And so we need to start thinking about those things, feeling those things, and then moving forward with those things. And then Aquarius, it's time to start a revolution. It's time to look at our lives and what we can create better, what we can connect with better, what we can really use to create a better and healthier space for each and every one of us. And I like this because the Queen of Swords oversees all of this. And so there's another air energy. And Queen, she knows her stuff. And she's taking, well, hello, Casey. Welcome. Hello, Lisa. She's taking all of this stuff and she's like, look, this is experience. This is inspiration. This is motivation. These are all of the things that we need. And instead of, staying back there, move forward. That's funny. It's taking all of this experience and like, oh wow, I'm connected. I feel that, and I know that relationships are important to me, and so I'm going to, try to work on that and being more present. And I'm going to, I'm creating my future by focusing on my present. I'm taking all of this, and I'm able to become that leader. I'm able to become that sort of like that leader in my life, for myself and for the world around me. Like I get to have that, but it is through this work, through the work we've talked about with Feminine, Moon, Heart, Deviant, and Aquarius. All of these cards. The Queen of Swords is like, you have this, you can. It's time to direct the energy. It's time to direct your life. Tap in and be that dominant influence for you. Right? Don't bury your emotions. Don't bury what you desire, what you need, don't bury any of that. It doesn't matter what role other people place upon you. You have many roles. We all do. We have many masks we can utilize and experience to create that healing and beauty we desire for us in our lives. I'm not just one thing. I am many things, and all of them. Right? So, yeah, I like this. I like it. Well, good. I'm glad. That's our week ahead. Y'all. So, yeah, let me know your last minute thoughts. And if you're watching a recording of this, feel free to still comment. I love reading your comments. And again, this was made public in honor and because of Elisa from Elisa Soul Kisses. So if you haven't already, definitely check out her sale in the group that is linked in the description. Check check it out. She has a lot of wonderful things. And I also encourage you, like, if you enjoy what I do, you can find me on Patreon, patreon.com/the Deviant Witch. I offer a lot of stuff. And I do these week ahead readings every Sunday. I do daily readings, Monday to Friday. I do month ahead readings. I do a lot of stuff, not just readings. There's formulas, all kinds of things. Again, and if you enjoy the work that I do and you don't want to subscribe to Patreon, but you do want to help out, just engage with me. Engage, share my stuff, or if you want to tip via PayPal or Amazon wishlist, you're more than welcome. All of this helps. All of this helps so much. I know a few people have shown interest in readings. I do readings. I offer 30-minute sessions, 60-minute sessions, and I offer need-based pay as well. And so the people who donate, the people who donate via PayPal or Amazon wishlist, all of that actually helps me put money aside for people who want a reading and need-based option. So we support each other. So always reach out if you need something. I'm happy to help where I can. I'm happy to be of service. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad. Much love to you as well. Yes, I'm glad. I enjoy doing these. I just feel really good when I do them and when we are able to share time and connect. So I love it. Have fun. So I will see you soon. Enjoy and be blessed.